Happy New Year. For me, it is December 31st, and I just want to do possibly a short video showing my lineup of planners, notebooks, and sketchbooks for 2026. Some of it's going to be the same because I'm still working in them, but I'm especially excited to show you my planner because this year I decided I didn't want to buy one and I wanted to make my own. So last year for 2025 I used a Hobonichi Weeks along with this pad of to-do lists, which I will still be using. And then I added an elastic and the snake charm for the year of the snake. And yeah, I loved it. I loved the paper. I did every week, which was surprising for me. I've also been using this little cut off of a pad. It's just like grid paper. But I've just been using this to make lists for editing shorts and videos and things like that. Things that I would usually just put on scratch paper, and it fits perfectly in here. So been using that, and yeah, Hobonichi is full. So for what I plan to do for 2026 is this. So this is when I ordered my Hobonichi Weeks. In order to get free shipping, I also ordered 2 A5 notebooks, and all year long I've been using this one for my language studying for Japanese, and just recently I started Mandarin as well, and I really like it. I got a little just acrylic pencil board for this one. This plastic cover was originally on this notebook, but I took it off since I think the planner is probably going to get beat up a little bit more. So this will be my 2026 planner, and I did something that was probably over the top and definitely tedious. I drew out all of the weeks and the months and all the pages ahead of time. And interestingly, it only took up like half of the notebook, so I might even be able to get another year out of this, depending on how many pages I use for like notes and whatnot. But the first thing I did was I painted the cover. I used this Hobonichi Artist Gouache in moss green because I love this color. And I just kind of brushed it on kind of lightly so that the yellow would still show through. And I love it. The color is so nice. And then I obviously did stickers. I did the thing I did last year where I took a picture of the notebook and a picture of all the stickers I was thinking about using. And then on Procreate, I went in and cut them out and arranged them until I liked how it looked. And again, I have an elastic. This came from, I got a pack of one of these Traveler notebook repair kits just so that I could get multiple colors of elastic. It definitely would have been cheaper to just buy some elastic in different colors, but I liked this. It's the same I used for my Hobonichi Weeks. I just did green to keep it very green. I'm not sure if I want to switch to like vertical or not yet, but I have extra elastic if I do. For the inside, I haven't really done much here yet, but I'll probably just add stickers and decorations to this throughout the year. For the first page, just have this 12-month overview spread. I didn't really use this much in my weeks, but I'm hoping to use it more this year. Next we have just another full spread. In my weeks, I used this to track my exercise, and it worked really well when I had a dedicated workout. So I had shoulder, back, arms. But after I had surgery, I stopped working out like that and started more of just doing miscellaneous exercises, things to help with mobility and whatnot. So it kind of fell apart once I started doing less of a structured same thing every week kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to use that this year, but I still wanted it because I did use it pretty consistently in 2025. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I've already put a few stickers in here, and you can see what I used as the bookmarks. I might swap this out for a thinner ribbon, but I did like that it was cotton and not like plasticky. It's a little thick, but we'll see. Maybe I'll keep using it. There's a few things I decided to keep that I liked from the weeks. I didn't do every day, but I did add the key moon phases, numbered the weeks, added boxes for a to-do list. Let's see if I have a month to compare to. So this is what the weeks looks like for the monthly spread, and I basically just did the same thing. I left room off the side if I want to write anything for the weeks, to-do list, extra space for whatever, stickers and whatnot. Basically every month is the same. Since I hand drew all of this, there's quite a few mistakes throughout. For all of the lines and everything, I used this pen. It's just a cheap fountain pen that I've had for years. It's literally falling apart, with this graphite colored ink, and I think it came out pretty nice. It is water-based though, so I'll have to keep that in mind, and highlighters and stuff might become a problem. But yeah, it's just like that for each month. I only went to December, but I left a blank spread in case I do want to add January, because it is kind of nice to be able to plan into January and then transfer those to your new planner. And here's what the weeks look like. I went through and drew every single one for the entire year. It took forever. It was very tedious, but it was also nice to just have something at night to just like as a little project to work on. I really like the layout of the weeks, so I stuck pretty close to that. The only thing is I didn't think I would need a whole page, because this is so much bigger than the weeks. I didn't think I would need a whole page. So what I normally do for the weeks is I will have a habit tracker down here. A lot of times I'll have just a small amount of like work tasks over here. The weekends I basically just kind of write down what I did. Sometimes it's like play Skyrim or watch a TV show. And then, sorry, Soba is playing with one of his toys, if you can hear that. And then on the right side, a lot of times I will just put like housework I want to do. And then here I will make a big to-do list that these things don't need to be done on a specific day, and I can just kind of like take stuff from it and move it over whenever I want. But for 2026, I didn't think I needed this whole page for that. I like have so much room. So I decided to put the weekend over on its own over here, and there's room for my to-do list here or whatever. I'm thinking I'll probably put my habit tracker here, maybe, I'm not sure. And yeah, this is what it is. Again, lots of mistakes throughout because I drew it by hand. I think there's one week even when I add a whole extra day. There's a lot of weeks in the year. This took so much time. But I'm really excited to use it, and I like the wonkiness of the lines being hand drawn, because I didn't use a ruler or anything. I just followed the pages. And besides the week, I don't have anything else set up. Like once you get to the end of the year, so I'm not sure what I'll do with this. I might track my workouts like I did in the Hobonichi. So I would do something like this. This is where I was just tracking random exercises I did. Towards the beginning of the year, I was doing these, where I would have a specific workout that I did on like Wednesdays, and I tracked the weight that I did and like the time and how many grams of protein I was eating and stuff, because I really struggle with that. But yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do for the end of this thing, but like I said, I still have half the notebook, so I could do a whole another year, I think, in here. But I'm really excited to use this year. So that's the planner. I'm using the same pen, but besides that pen, I also like to use Mildliners. And I also have this highlighter that I really like. That's a nice olive green color that I'll probably be using too. We already covered my language notebook. It's basically the same setup, except for I used the pen that came with the Hobonichi Weeks, and then use the olive colored highlighter. And then I also have this pen that I like to use to box around things. Last on the list of notebooks is my journal. I have been using this since February of 2024, and I think I have like 50 pages left, but yeah, it's just dot grid. It's 250 pages. There's pocket in the back. It is great. For my journal, I just use this Pilot Kakuno fountain pen with this green, pine tree green, I guess is what you would call it. And yeah, it's very nice. Last up, we have sketchbooks. And you've already seen these because I've been making some sketchbook videos on my channel recently. And yeah, I've barely made it into them, so I'm going to be probably using them for the majority of 2026. This is the last page I did. I recorded this for a video. I haven't worked in here since the 17th, so I do need to get better at it, but I mean, this thing has an insane amount of pages. This is just the handbook journal by Speedball. It's just the drawing one, and I really like the color. So I will continue to use that. For painting, I've been using this big chunky one. And I started this in 2024, which is crazy. I really need to be working in this more, and I need to do my self-portrait for 2025. But yeah, this is basically just what I will use for painting sketchbook stuff. It has really thick, nice paper, and I think I still have like 50 pages left. Like, I've barely made a dent. And this is, what sketchbook is this? I think it's Etchr. It's an Etchr watercolor book or something like that. I will put it on the screen. But yeah, I will continue to use that. Sometimes it's a little annoying how large it is, but it is nice. For sketching, I basically just use a mechanical pencil with a regular like HB lead in it, or I use this one. You might have seen this one a lot in my shorts or sketching videos. It's just a sumo grip with 0.5 lead in it, and I put in colored lead. And this is what I've been using for lead. I can't find the blue one, but it's the same one in blue. Blue is actually what I've been mostly using in this, but I do have red as well. And then this is the regular gray lead color. That is my setup for the year, I think. This one is just my iPad. So yeah, that's what I will be using for the year. If you are new here, please subscribe. I am trying to get back into it, and it's very hard after like not posting consistently for years. But yeah, I'll see you guys for the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.